because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Florida Atlantic Owls, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Florida Atlantic about to put toe to leather and get this thing started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Florida State's offense will take the field first. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the back from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. They've climbed into the top 10, been through some battles, proving themselves to be one of the best teams in the country. What do you think about their chances of staying there?
Well, they got to keep playing at a high level, and obviously they've had tons of success now to crack into the top 10. I'll tell you, when you get top 10, David, you get everybody's attention.
Yeah, you get everybody's attention, but I hope this team ain't just searching for a top 10. Like, I hope they're trying to be the best team in the country, and you hope the best is still to come for this squad.
He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. And the Seminoles come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Dropping back, it's Castellanos. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. So the Florida Atlantic Owls offense will get the ball for the first time. And, David, they've got a receiver that if he's able to command some extra attention, it could really help get this offense going.
Nah, you need that playmaker out wide. That guy makes the whole thing go, right? Having a guy, if you want to play man-to-man coverage, he's going to beat you. And he's shown the ability to do that sometimes for this offense, and he's a guy that has the defense's attention.
Yeah, I don't think this guy's winning the Bolitnikoff award necessarily, but you're right, David. When he's one-on-one, he should be able to win those matchups. And based on how he's played this season, this quarterback should feel really good and really confident when he throws his way.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. And that should be enough to give Florida Atlantic the first down.
I think to be a good 3rd down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these 3rd and short situations multiple times throughout the course of the year, but you've got to be able to get push up front, and it helps when you have a talent like that to turn around and hand the football off.
Let's talk for a second about Florida Atlantic. Biggest problem for schools that aren't the traditional powerhouses, getting the bodies they need, especially on the defensive front. And, David, they got a good one out of high school last week.
It's so nice to get a 3-star defensive lineman. A guy like that's got some size, that's got some potential. Again, you want to rotate those guys as much as possible, keep them fresh. This guy could...
There he goes! And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Guys, let's talk about Florida Atlantic. Good pickup on the recruiting trail last week. 3-star offensive lineman gives them a verbal, and this is the type of talent they need to get into the program and then develop.
Yeah, and this really was more of an emotional decision, I think, for him as well. He's been a fan of this program ever since he was a young boy, and now he's getting a chance to live out his dreams. As a three-star, he had opportunities to go elsewhere, to play in better conferences against better competition, but this for him felt like home, and now he has a chance to go out and live that dream.
And it looks as if Florida Atlantic will have enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Smith. Let's talk for a second about Florida Atlantic. It can be a little bit tricky to balance that high school recruiting, transfer portal recruiting for some of the non-traditional powers. But when they're grabbing linebackers like this guy, you know they're doing the right thing.
Absolutely, and there's nothing tricky about that, right? Like, recruiting high school players is essential. Transfer portal is good to supplement, but getting a guy like this that can run at the linebacker spot, it can upgrade your roster immediately.
Pulls it in. It's Terrell. Guys, let's talk about Florida Atlantic. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time four-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class in this next cycle.
Let's talk for a second about Florida Atlantic. Always nice to get a win on the recruiting trail. They feel like they did, landing a three-star wide receiver, verbal commitment. They feel like he has the type of talent that can help a program at this level.
It's going to help their offense right away. I think one of the biggest reasons why he chose this program was because he felt he could get on the field right away and help them out. Bigger programs were out after him. He thought he might have to wait his turn elsewhere. Not the case here. Expect him to make some plays early on.
Florida Atlantic comes to the line on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Gets it out quickly. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive.
Scores on the sneak.
And I love it. This offense making no bones about it. We're going to be aggressive. We get the ball down in the red zone, fourth and goal, Palmer. Stay aggressive. They run the football, and they get the touchdown.
And that's the shocking thing, David, is that on fourth down, they have supreme confidence in this offensive line to win up front, one-on-one, get some push, and then how about the ball carrier just finding his way into the end zone?
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking to pass. It's Castellanos. Got it in the middle. It's Copeland. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. And guys, Florida Atlantic has the edge. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. And the Noles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The give is to Williams. Nice move there. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. Seminoles have always been known for explosive, flashy, big plays, but think of guys like Dalvin Cook and the toughness that he ran with. That's on display here.
And then those guys that I think of, too, with work done, where you hand them the football and big plays can happen, and offenses have been built around that for years at Florida State, finding that guy to hand the ball to.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's McCoy. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. It's almost incomprehensible to think the Noles failed to break 17 points 10 times a season ago. That's a year after being prolific, Jesse. So what are the keys to regaining some form? Oh, he's got some strength. Oh, that move is going to leave them dizzy.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense. Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Leaves it with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, no! Fired in from the red zone for the score. Extra point here will tie the game. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Leaves it with the back. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
Caught in the backfield is Smith. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Lost one on that last one. It's second and 11. Sends it back in motion. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Sands. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound. The war chant on third down at the dope. Got the big pause on it, but couldn't hang on. Instead, it'll be fourth down. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. Gets it out of there for the first time today, and didn't see much of him in that loss a week ago. Called on just once. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's second and 10. To the air, it's Castellanos. Here's a heat. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. The Noles have had outstanding quarterbacks over the years. Not always dual threats. Sometimes a little more Danny Cannell-ish, but using his feet well there.
And even Chris Winkie. And guys that maybe they weren't runners, but, man, they made those athletes around them really come to life and were a force multiplier, made everybody around them better. And you found a lot of those guys with these Florida State offenses.
Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Williams. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The Noles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's in open space downfield. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Florida State. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Jacksonville State is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in CUSA, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by a field goal over FIU. Sunbelt, Funbelt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Back to pass. Finds his big tight end. Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. Big fella showing some ability. Got away from one tackle. Defense lucky they had a few more there to help.
Yeah, he's not a big stiff. He's not a blocking tight end. This guy can do some work out in the open field as well, and he showed you his athleticism.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. At the 45 on his way. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. Man, oh man, contact was optional. It was like the back was engaging in a lot of social distancing or something.
That was way too easy. Defense is about funneling the ball to the unblocked defender. You could tell they didn't have a clue what was going on. They got to get the ball returned. You can't let him run north-south and try to get him downhill like that, especially with that kind of speed.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Takes the handoff. It's Terrell. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the 1st down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch.
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And they will score. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic.
That is exactly how you want to end halves. Put a drive together, score the touchdown, a chance to tie this up, and take all the momentum into halftime.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I've got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw. It's Castellanos. Gets away from one. They get to him as he throws. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, that quarterback is really lucky that that ball wasn't intercepted. You should never throw the ball back across your body. I think because of the pressure, he felt like he had to do something quickly with the football, but that was almost a very bad play.
This time it's complete. Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory. Just enough time for one final play in this half. They'll try to get it through the air. He lets it fly. He's got it inside the 15. Boy, he almost finished his half with a bang, and are they lucky to get him stopped? They're eager to head to that dressing room right now. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Seminoles will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll return it. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
They'll run him from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. And the Owls have their offense in high gear. Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
Not at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game. I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the first down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Physical, hard-nosed running gets it to the 34.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Owls can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking for space, it's Sands. Turning it on! Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
Florida Atlantic goes to work with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. Relentless here on second down. They'll go to the ground. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Owls. And that one will give them the lead. That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn, and that's what we just saw on that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
RPO complete to open the drive. Just has a knack for hitting that move on time. He's out to the 33. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Spins away. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. The Seminoles in the hurry-up.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. Finds his big tight end. Nice move to pick up yardage. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Last completion got them the first down. Let's see what they do now. To the air on first down. A strike downfield. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. And the Seminoles didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. It's complete on the right side. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. So the O-lineman got a little too far downfield. It wipes out the touchdown, and they'll back it up 5. The Seminoles trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Looking to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Williams. Get it to the end zone. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. He'll pull it on the read. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the
into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Seminoles.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
And he puts through the extra point. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap in this drive will come from their own 17. Power football with the run. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. After the productive first down play, it's second and 6. Looking to fire. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Got 3 on first down at second and 7. Takes a handoff. It's Sands. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the third. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Gibson on the option. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. They got him looking to run, but they're going to throw it. With the catch, it's Henry. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Florida Atlantic going back to work after moving the chains. The run from the shotgun. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing, but you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. With the catch, it's Messer. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
This defense is going to have their hands full trying to defend the pass with all of these weapons they've got on the perimeter of the field. That is a great job bringing a dangerous target down right away after he catches the snap.
Quick release on the RPO. He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. To the air, it's Castellanos. On the run, fires downfield. Got his man. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. Use the play fake, now to throw. Wide open downfield. There he goes. Pass attack. Touchdown, Knowles. They move on top here in the fourth.
And QBs love their big tight ends, and especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often than this one.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. Looking for a gap. It's terrible. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. And the Owls have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Direct snap. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
He sends 2 wideouts right, 2 to the left on 2nd and 9. Got it behind the line. It's Messer. Still on his feet at the 45. Lots of room to run. Touchdown, Owls. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
And a little bit extra pressure on this extra point, but it's good, and we're tied. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got his man downfield. There he goes. He's at the 20. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. And this offense is so close they can almost taste taking a fourth-quarter lead, but they don't want to leave too much time on the clock for an answer. Back to throw, it's Castellanos. Floats it out in space. Touchdown, Florida State! And they move down front here on the fourth.
And this QB's starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. From the gun, running back gets to give. Oh, he's got some space. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. It's a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Moves around to clear up the vision. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The pull and throw off the RPO. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Gets it past the marker. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
Florida Atlantic will go to work with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Defense backed up, and this crowd trying to will them to get a big stop late. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Going to swing it on 2nd down. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
And I love the personnel group that the defense is in right now. With the lead late in the 2-minute situation, you're seeing extra DBs on the field. You know the offense is going to try and throw the football, so faster guys. Good job that time, getting to the ball, knocking it away, forcing the incompletion. You stay in this personnel grouping if you're on defense.
And now with that play, for this offense, it's got to have it time. I'm going for it on 4th down. Obviously, a field goal does nothing, but I got 3 timeouts, and that is a good thing. Because I have those in my pocket, I can attack the whole field. I just got to focus in on the yardage to get this 4th down and move the sticks.
Off the RPO, full right, looking for the chains. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a 2-point conversion.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Got room to work. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. To throw, it's Castellanos. Hit as he throws. He's got an open man. They got him free for a big gainer to the 33. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Wants to go up top on first down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
They'll try to pick up a few here on third down, but from here it would be a 60-yard attempt. He wants to throw it again. Finds a tight end. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Defense takes a timeout with 30 seconds remaining. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. This to jump into the lead in the final minute. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. After the miss, here in the fourth quarter, still deadlocked.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there like on that last play.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Decisions, decisions, decisions. If you're the quarterback right now, that's the most important thing. You cannot put the football in harm's way. Tie football game late, but with these timeouts in your back pocket, you've got an opportunity to drive the field and win this thing. You just cannot throw the ball to the other team.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Seconds left to go. Going for it on fourth down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. He hurls one deep down the left side. It's incomplete, and the clock strikes 0, and we are headed to overtime. 4 quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, Dave. Free football. And finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, Dave.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Full wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for
just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. They'll go for it on 4th and long, trying to keep the drive alive in OT. He'll take a shot. If he runs this back, this game's over. Looking for more room. Oh, what a cut! And the takeaway is the exclamation point. The game saver for the win.
Oh, that's a throw the quarterback would love to have back. In this juncture of the game, it's overtime. You're down in the red zone. You know the windows are going to be small. Just got too aggressive with his decision-making. Throws the costly interception. Now the opponent's about to take over, and if they score, they win.
Gives it on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better soon.
Or if I can quote the great Reese Davis, that was very ungood. Not a productive first down play.
They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. And the Seminoles looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. The screen, he's got wheels. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
He got it! He got it in! And walk-off touchdown in overtime! He is dialed in. David, remember when we called Jameis Winston's debut? 27 passes, not one hit the ground. The 2 incompletions were caught out of bounds. This guy's locked in like